Welcome Classic Rock fans to a rather short and impromptu video. There certainly has been an interesting development in the AC/DC camp that's put pay to a lot of the murmurs and mumblings that have been going on. They have of course confirmed with a photograph, officially released photograph, that the Back in Black lineup is back together. Of course, tragically minus Malcolm Young of course. I suspect there's going to be a new album. Classic Rock, of course, has suggested that this new album will be hitting our shelves around about November time, which seems quite plausible, of course, just in time for that AC/DC Christmas market. Of course, then it leads us on to what happens next. My theory is there'll be a world tour, and that tour will probably happen summer 2021, I guess, and probably merge into 2022. That's, of course, if this whole COVID thing has passed by then. Who knows? But it got me pondering on the possibility of going to see them again and what set list I would like to see. I think if I went to see them again, I'd like to take my daughter to see them. She's 11, she'll be 12 by the time they finally hit the UK shores. So I've given some thought to the set list I would love to see AC/DC deliver for the next tour, possibly their last tour. I've gone for a 25 song set. That perhaps sounds a little bit ambitious, of course, but that's exactly the number of songs they played at their last gig. So anyway, here goes. Number 1, Flick of the Switch. I'd love them to start with that one. I like a lot of the tracks off that album, in fact. It's an album that tends to be generally ignored. I'd love to see a couple of cuts of that. And then I would have them go straight into Hell Ain't a Bad Place to Be. Not exactly a rare one, it's one that they were in fact performing on the last tour, but it's a great song live, great song from the Bon era. Number 3, I'd have Shot in the Dark, the new song that we've been treated to, which would then go straight into Back in Black. Then Dirty Deeds. Number 6 is another fairly deep cut from the Brian Johnson era. It's Let's Get It Up from the For Those About to Rock album. It was a single, of course, but I have no idea when they last performed it. Number 7 up at Thunderstruck, Rock and Roll Damnation, and High Voltage, of course, another wonderful Bon Scott era number. And then number 10, I'd love to hear them play something like Gone Shooting or Cold Hearted Man. That would be an interesting one to see them pull out of the vault. And number 11 is another contentious choice from me. I would be thrilled to hear them play Fly on the Wall, the title track of that album, which I absolutely love. I love that opening Angus riff, that it's just wonderful. I don't think they've played it live since that album came out. I don't know what the odds are them actually pulling something like that out of the bag, I don't know. Number 12, Rock and Roll Train, a fairly new one, but a great song. And, you know, the next few songs are fairly predictable, I guess. Hell's Bells, Rock and Roll Ain't Noise Pollution, I'd love to hear them do. If You Want Blood, You've Got It, Live Wire. Number 17 is another one from the High Voltage album from the Johnson era, Guns for Hire. I love the way that track starts. Again, I don't know when they last performed this one. Then, of course, I'd have Sin City, You Shook Me All Night Long, Shot Down in Flames, TNT, Whole Lot of Rosie, Let There Be Rock, and Highway to Hell as an encore. And, of course, to end it all, I'd have the wonderful Ballistic Display For Those About to Rock. Anyway, that's a set list I'd love to see AC/DC play, especially if I bring my daughter along for the gig as well. So what would your choice of songs be if they do tour next summer, or even the summer after that? What would your dream set list be? Please leave your comments in the box below. Anyway, thank you for engaging with this video. Do click like, subscribe and check that bell so you get notified of any future uploads. Other than that, do stay safe and do keep listening.